Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 3. Alright, so, last episode we had a storyline where we are training Lux and Saw Gerrera's group in order to fight back, and will they become, useful rebels for the Republic, or will they become terrorists like Obi-Wan feels, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited about it. It looked like their training was going well. They got interrupted by being discovered, so now we might have to go on the offensive, or because we fought off like the first group that came at them, right? But either we have then they infiltrated the town, right? Yeah, so they are good. I was gonna say, do we have to like move bases and stuff? But no, they're in the town. They want to try to like recruit people, get like supplies and stuff. They all have like their own little goals that they're trying to accomplish in here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more. So let's jump into it, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. To seek something is to believe in its possibility. Hmm. Alright. Nice. They have the devices now to be able to take out droids without hurting people, too. They're just making little hits. We're just observing. I guess they're just whittling down the enemy forces. Nice. They're getting good at that. That training coming in use. King Rash. What an unfortunate name, or last name if that's his last name. Sometimes kings go by their last names, and sometimes they go by their first names, so I don't know. Remember when I talked last episode about perspective? They see themselves as rebels, these guys see them as terrorists. Hmm. Oh. So this is before the Separatist takeover? The leader before, I'm assuming? What a voice! I like that line. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fair to assume that he has some kind of way to stop it, but I think it's equally so that. Oh, okay. They're making friends. Got ourselves a little meeting room. Hmm. You just ignored what he said. Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. I was thinking maybe they were like, oh, what if they attack us next, kind of thing, you know? Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. So Anakin and Obi are leaving? Okay. Don't let your mind get clouded by lovey-dovey thoughts for Luxy Poo. Almost sneezed. I still might. I was trying to stop it. If you take out the people's power, though... Hmm... Gotta be careful, because they can also transmit if you leave the head intact, right? There's gotta be some kind of... It's gone too well for them, I feel like there's gotta be some kind of, bad that happens for them soon, I feel like. Some conflict, right? Some resistance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He just plug it right into his forehead? Man, they were able to pull that information up so quick. Clever. She looks proud. I'm just worried about you take out people's electricity, how are they gonna feel, you know? Uh, like how they're just pushing it aside. Oh, okay, I didn't take all of them out. Man, why run out into the open? Like, stay by your corners. Alright, called for reinforcements. Yep. Pray for that tank. Okay, they trained for this, right? Man, I'd be so scared to be the lady prone behind one of the bodies. That does not feel safe to me. I hope they both each throw one successfully. They already have them in their hands, don't they? Nice. Yeah, we trained. Oh no! God damn it, Lux. Jesus, Oh, of course. Oh. Okay. Well, she wasn't good at, I thought that she was gonna throw it and show that, like, oh, she can do it, but no, she just rushed it. Oh, there's the tank they need. Almost seems like a tank is like a bad idea for the situation. Like, at least they're relatively safe inside it, unless they do the maneuver where they throw the bombs on the inside, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't send a tank. Yeah. Is it not gonna work? Is it like remotely controlled maybe? This almost feels too easy, but maybe I'm just being skeptical. Man, shots right to the eyeballs. Or whatever those red dots are. Good aim. I mean, you fried it. Alright. All right. Cool. I'm worried they're gonna do something that's gonna hurt their public opinion rather than make it better, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong so far. I've been like, this is too easy. Something's gonna happen. Nope. They just everything has just gone pretty swimmingly for them. Oh, I almost feel bad for him sometimes. I do like how Ahsoka is still kind of just playing like defense, same like what they've always done, you know. Very nice. Oh shit. Yeah, these guys are a little harder. Shit. That's not good. Okay, I guess. Nice. So, I wonder how long something like that takes to fix. Hmm. Yeah. I have a feeling they're gonna twist the story. You didn't switch in for it soon enough. I like the glasses. Oh, okay, so it's starting to work for now at least. We'll see. But King Rash has some plans. We'll have to see. Reminds me of like NPCs in a video game or something that are just like stationary and just always cheering, you know? Oh shit. He does. He's got the Padme. Okay. Hmm. So what's he gonna do? Was this his, like, use this? Oh shit. Damn. Alright. Cool. Oh. I thought it was gonna be Saw, but it's cool. Hmm. Be a little salty about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was supposed to be a reveal that it was her brother, but the subtitles at one point said Stila Guerrera. That's how I knew. If, like I said, I don't know if that was supposed to be a reveal or not, but that's why. Anyways, guys, that is it for episode 3. Cool. Like, I do wonder, like, are we gonna still follow this storyline, or are we gonna jump to something else? Like, this almost felt like it was like, okay, they're ready to do this on their own, and now they're just gonna continue to do what they've learned, you know, until they take this planet back. Or will we see more with Kalani and this new general, the new commander coming in and everything? I'm not sure, but yeah, really everything I thought was going to happen this episode didn't. So props to the show for not being predictable, you know. I will give them that. Here I thought like everything's going well, so something has to go bad, you know, like stories typically do, but no, they just all their plans that they came up with. And you know, a lot of times in shows when they tell you the plan where it's like, okay, we're gonna you know, fight these droids so that way they call reinforcements, we're gonna get a tank here, we're gonna take the tank and then destroy the power station. It's like, okay, we knew the full plan, and usually when you know the full plan, that's when something goes wrong. But no, it's just we knew the full plan and it worked, you know. And then when King Rash was like, "Hey, you know, I'm gonna use this," I'm like, "Uh oh," because I'm thinking, you know, like, yes, it is showing their strength that they took out the power station, but they also blacked out the whole city, you know. As me being someone who freaking lives off technology and everything, like I'd be like, yeah, great, you're trying to free us from this, sure, but I still want to play my video games, you know, so can you not take my power? This kind of sucks. Like, why'd you do this? Kind of deal, you know? And I thought it was gonna be, I thought King Rash was gonna use this politically and be like, hey, these terrorists have, you know, taken out your power so that way your living is hindered and stuff like that, and you know, try to like use, you know, not really mention what it means for the droid army, but what it means for commerce and, you know, just businesses running. Like, you're not going to be able to run your businesses, like deliveries won't be on time, so it'll be harder to get like food supplies or something, you know. Like, I thought he was going to use it in a way that makes the terrorists look bad and take that public opinion they were trying to gain twisted against them, but really he just went and cried to Dooku, was like, I need more stuff, you know? It's just like King Rash is very underwhelming as a leader, and I like how his one way to fight back against the rebels was to go and grab the previous king who's just in prison and be like, tell him to stop because I don't like this, you know? Like, just not. This new king is not a very good strategist, it doesn't seem like. And I like how the old king was just like, this is something that you're supposed to solve, you know? I like the things that he had to say. So, I do like how last episode I talked about how, you know, whether they're terrorists or like rebels is like a matter of perspective, and we had them call them rebels in the episode and like from one side, and then when we cut to King Rash's side, he was calling them terrorists, and you know, history is written by the victors, as they say, so whether they become terrorists or rebels really just matters on whether they win or lose, I suppose, you know? But I guess you could technically say like they could go from being rebels to terrorists if they started like harming civilians to meet their purposes. Then maybe both sides would consider them terrorists. So there is a distinction, but yeah. Anyway, I like how Dooku is just constantly having these underlings that are just like failing him, and he just has to be like, I'm disappointed. Dooku's got like big dad energy sometimes, where he's just like, I thought I could like leave this to you. I thought you could handle it, you know? And it's like, but apparently you can't. It's just sometimes funny how he just feels like a disappointed father sometimes, you know? So. But yeah, I mean, it was fun seeing like last episode them do all this training. This episode, well, the end of last episode they put it to the test, and this episode they put it to the test a lot. And it's also good to see that they're not perfect. Like Lux didn't nail the throw, even though he was the one that got it first try. But because he got it first try, I wonder if he slacked on the training. I talked last episode about how just because you successfully do it once doesn't mean you can successfully do it every time. So you need to keep on practicing. Or maybe he has been practicing and it's just a fluke, you know, it happens. Heat of the moment, adrenaline's pumping, you make a mistake. It's very common, so. But anyway, I do like seeing just their training coming into fruition and all that, just carrying on into these next episodes, and it'll be cool to, I imagine, see that group again someday, or we'll see it next episode. I don't know where we continue on from here, so if we continue, if we move on. So, yeah. I like the little quick moment, too, of Anakin noticing Padme's distractions and saying he understands, and she's like, you do? You know, because, you know, he has that secret relationship with Padme, so he gets it, but, you know, she doesn't know that that's the case. I wonder if she'll ever find out about Padme. I don't know. But, either way, I also, like, I don't know what happens to Ahsoka, and obviously don't answer this question, but this is just kind of me, like, excited for the future because I know there's a live-action show called Ahsoka, and I wonder when it takes place, like, if it takes place when she's older, and I'd love to just kind of, like, see a Padme post-Vader. I'm sorry, not a Padme. That's stupid. An Ahsoka post-Vader, right? Like, what does she think of someone that she trained under and learned from and everything? Like, him turning into what he turns into. Like, how does she view that and handle it and live with it and stuff like that, you know? I'm just really curious to see that if she is still alive. I know it's supposed to be around Luke's time that Luke is supposedly the last Jedi, right? But I guess Obi-Wan was still alive when they were calling him that, I thought, right, at the time. So maybe there could be others still out there. I kind of hope so, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna sneeze now. Excuse me. Oh man, my nose has been very itchy today. I tried trimming my nose hairs before I recorded this video, and I think that's like caused me to just be like itchy and like almost sneezing the whole episode. Um, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing more and getting into more of the Star Wars stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's gonna be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen where you get 2 episodes ahead through the early access tier on there. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye bye.